one of the designated dining areas for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is over here by the stage, since they're not really doing a whole lot with the shows over here. This is now a dining area. It's actually kind of a smart idea. My arch nemesis, the bubbling cauldron. I've got just the one for you. Silencio! Now you stay that way. You've been bubbling for like a year. About to head into Three Broomsticks to get some lunch while I'm here. It's been forever since I've been in Three Broomsticks. Here we go. Oh, they don't have the food displayed here anymore. They've removed all of them. That's where the salad used to be, right there. So normally you would get 2 fish fillets with the fish and chips, but since this is going to be just the event, we got 1 fish fillet and so many potato wedges and, of course, tartar sauce, malt vinegar. Ooh, I know this is not lunch break at Universal Studios Hollywood, but first bite. I missed this. Oh yeah, and I can't forget, I also got a Butterbeer. Yum. As you're exiting out of the restaurant, you pass by the Three Broomsticks right there. And you'll see these gigantic antlers right there on the wall. It is pretty cool to see. And still, after all this time, they have still not caught this wizard. Approach with extreme caution. It's crazy to think that right here by the Hog's Head, right in that spot right there, I considered working here at Universal Studios. Right there. I looked online, sent out a bunch of applications. One got through, and the rest is history. I'm walking back by the road here that leads to Springfield, and I'm just looking at all the foliage here in the forest here. My goodness, it's out of control. It used to be a lot more sparse, but my goodness, they really let the trees grow. I mean, that's a good thing because it kind of covers up this little area, but still. This is unbelievable. We've got some pretty pink flowers on that one right there. Wow. Now, even though the Universal Studio Tour is not operating, they still have the bridge open, which is right down here. Access to the Studio Tour, of course, which would be downstairs, is closed off. But they can let you walk down the pathway here and see the back lot of Universal Studios. So right there is the NBC Universal back lot right down there. Just beyond that is Warner Brothers. You can see the Warner Brothers logo right there. And even further beyond that is the Walt Disney Studios. Now you can see the ABC Tower right there in the middle of your screen. Now what's actually kind of funny is that, not this building, but the one behind it, that used to be the Disney Channel building. Long time ago. They used to have a picture of Mickey Mouse on the very top of that building instead of a television. And that was like their headquarters. I'm not sure where they are now, but that was up there for, gosh, a long time. And I don't know if you can see it from here, but the animation, well, you can kind of just barely see the animation building right next to the ABC Tower. Yeah, that's it right there. I remember a while back when Hercules was in production, they used to have a logo for, like an early rendering of the Hercules logo on the animation building at Disney Studios. That was pretty cool. And then you got the ever famous water tower of Warner Brothers, where the Animaniacs live, right down there. And then last but not least, you got the San Fernando Valley. Now in the midst of Springfield, and I was kind of correct. They actually did create a little dining area by the front of Simpsons, so I was correct. If you guys remember a while back, even before Simpsons was here, actually, yeah, even while Simpsons was here, they had a whole dining area by the original Doc's Chicken Restaurant, which was over here on the right by the Quickie Mart. And then this was here, along with Back to the Future. So yeah, they actually did have a little seating area right about here where the Cletus Chicken Shack is and the El Pollo Loco, and now they have a seating area right here in front of the ride because, you know, as the ride is closed, they have this here. So here's a big surprise for you guys. Check this out. The escalators are running. As you can see, this area is actually accessible for guests to check out the San Fernando Valley and see all the scenic views, as you can see right here. So you got the Universal backlot, which is, of course, like we saw by the studio tour right there. King Kong 360 3D is actually this big building right here in the very front. Then we also have the Warner Brothers Studios. We already saw that one, and Disney Studios off in the distance. So there you go. This is the front lot where they have a lot of the sound stages. Soundstage 12 is directly behind Jurassic World right down there. Look at all that construction work. Got Transformers the ride, and of course, Revenge of the Mummy the ride. It looks like we still have the tent up for one of the Halloween Horror Nights mazes. Huh, interesting. And we got the NBC Universal Tower right over there. What's funny is that before I ever started working at Universal, I was actually invited to see a friend of mine. He was working as a sound editor, and his office was right over here by this building here, next to Soundstage 12. And I remember my dad and I got to park in this parking structure right there. And I remember the studio tour going around this area, and that was pretty cool. And one of the movies that this guy was working on, that he was redesigning for the sound, was the special edition of Psycho. That was a lot of fun. So we got to see some of the editing and how he was able to incorporate new sound and update the sound for Psycho for the limited edition. I believe I have it at home still. I'll have to double check. But that was pretty cool. He showed us without all of the audio, any of the music, just sound. It was pretty cool. And before I forget, obviously the rest of the escalators is blocked off, including the walkway here, because the lower lot is closed off. There's the Universal movie timeline down there. Got a lot of famous movies, a lot of the horror films right here. We got Dracula, there's the Mummy, Flash Gordon, Wolfman's down there. I see Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein. There's Woody Woodpecker, My Little Chickadee right there. I see Jaws way down there, The Breakfast Club, Hamlet right down there. Now this film right here on the timeline, All Quiet on the Western Front, is actually Universal's first film to win Best Picture. Pretty cool, right? I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, let's face it, Universal's been open for almost 110 years. And looking at the timeline, seeing that in 1930, that's when they won their first Best Picture for that movie. That's unbelievable. That film's going to be almost 100 years old. That's crazy to even think about because, oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Pretty soon, Frankenstein, the movie, and Dracula, those films will be about 100 years old in the 2030s. I mean, goodness gracious. That's crazy, right? Anyways, before I end the video, guys, I want to show you the special edition DVD that I was talking about for Psycho. Here it is right here. It's part of the Universal Legacy series right there. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Now, this isn't actually a part of the DVD cover, but when I first got this, I had a stamp of Alfred Hitchcock Presents. I stuck it on the DVD cover there. Yeah. Oops. But I wanted to put it somewhere, so I stuck it on here. Now, what's interesting is that this was distributed by Universal, this particular DVD set, right? When in reality, it was Paramount Pictures that distributed the film first. So when you watch the film, it's not by Universal, it's by Paramount. But what's even crazier is that the Psycho House and even the Bates Motel is on Universal property. I have to investigate more about this. But as you all know, we also have Psycho 2, Psycho 3, and Psycho 4, and the remake, and the TV series, you know, Bates Motel. So much Psycho going around. Anyways, guys, before I go completely psycho from just talking about this, I'm going to end the video here. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button. It is greatly appreciated. Be sure to check out my other videos here on YouTube, as well as my other channels, the educational series, the design video series, and the travel town series. By the way, don't worry, because there will be a part 3 video for my special Taste of Universal vlogs coming very soon. Be sure and check it out when it's available. Don't forget, I am on Instagram. The link is down below in the description of this video, as well as my P.O. Box address. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Insane. As they say in Hollywood, I was in Hollywood for those videos, but right now, I'm at home at the Comic Corner editing this video. That, my friends, is a wrap. See you next time. We all go a little mad sometimes.